Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with another video. Got a lot of news to cover in this video, so let's just get right into this. First of all, there's a big Dishonored 2 performance thread on NeoGAF, and a lot of people are saying that the performance is pretty inconsistent. There was one guy that got a review copy a day early. If you guys don't know, that's Bethesda's new thing. They don't give anyone a review copy outside of a day early. Before now, people would be getting review copies of Bethesda games like a week in advance. That will not be the case anymore. The same thing happened with Skyrim Special Edition. And the same thing happened with Dishonored 2, but the performance of the game seems rather inconsistent, especially on AMD video cards. The user on NeoGAF specifically states that he has an R9 290, which is an AMD video card a few generations old, but that video card is still very good compared to the GPUs of today. Now, Dishonored 2, I do believe, runs on a modified Intech 5 engine. It's dubbed the Void engine, and typically AMD cards don't do so well in that, so hopefully they get a patch out or something to fix that up. There is another performance thread on NeoGAF where a lot of users are using NVIDIA GPUs. You can actually unlock Dishonored 2 a little bit early using a VPN. I'm not going to go through the trouble of doing that since the game does release this midnight, but a lot of users have done that. And on a positive note, the game does have a ton of settings to adjust. If you go to the advanced settings, you've got so many things to adjust: texture details, model details, environmental details, water quality, view distance, shadow quality, decal quality, fog quality, anti-aliasing, bloom, depth of field, lens flare, volumetric lighting, god rays, rat shadows, bloodfly shadows. There's HBAO+, adaptive resolution, field of vision. So yeah, a lot of settings to adjust. Hopefully a day one patch releases and fixes up the issues with the game, but it does seem like people with NVIDIA GPUs, high quality ones, are running the game pretty well. But we're talking video cards like the GTX 1080 and the GTX 1070, and obviously a lot of people don't have GPUs like that. But it should be noted that the recommended GPU for this game is actually the GTX 1060, the 6GB model, and the recommended CPU is an Intel Core i7-4770 or an AMD FX 8350. Now, those are very high settings, and while Dishonored 2 is one of the newest games, looking at it visually, it's nothing amazing, at least judging by the trailers, and I know you can only tell so much off the trailers, but visual quality-wise, it does seem a lot like Dishonored, and not to say that it's a bad looking game, but it's not that technically impressive. The first Dishonored game wasn't like that either in 2012. They're artistically very good games, but being artistically great and raising the bar technically are two completely different things. For example, a game like the Banner Saga is artistically fantastic, but obviously that game doesn't take a lot to run. We'll know tomorrow after this game is officially released, and I'll definitely give you guys my thoughts on the game. I'm still very excited for it. Dishonored was one of my favorite games of last generation. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and if you haven't played the first game, you should. You can get it for very cheap. The retail price on Steam for the first game is $10, and if you find a sale, you could probably get it for $5 or even less than that. Moving on, it looks like the next Metro game is going to be coming in 2017. Metro has been a series that I've been very fond of, and it's an amazing series on PC. If you guys haven't played Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, I would highly recommend you do so. They're very cheap, very immersive single-player first-person shooters. I didn't play too much of Metro 2033, but I played through Metro Last Light twice, and I absolutely adored that game. It looked great, and while it is single-player only, it's a quality single-player campaign, and at the very least, if you have a good enough PC, you can be stunned by the great visuals the game has to offer. We haven't seen Metro since Metro Last Light. We did get that Metro Redo collection, but that wasn't anything major. However, Metro 2035 is scheduled for a release in 2017. If you guys don't know, Metro also has a collection of books, and the English language version of the third and final book is scheduled for a release on December 10th, and the book's site offers a timeline covering both novels and games where the last heading marked 2017, the next Metro video game. Quote, "It all adds up to something. Where the books end their story, the game will pick it up. An era of great discoveries lies ahead. The next Metro video game." Outside of that, we don't know much more, but it does seem like this game will follow up on the books. I never read the books. Maybe that's something I'll want to do, but maybe I should also play through Metro 2033. Nonetheless, Metro 2035 will definitely be one of my most anticipated PC games of 2017. Finally, one last thing I want to note is there is a free game available from Ubisoft right now. Yes, I know Ubisoft is not the favorite publisher among PC gamers, but I'll leave a link down below in the description box where you can pick up a free copy of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon for Ubisoft's 30th anniversary. It's a free game, and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is actually a really good game. It's a spin-off of Far Cry 3. It's not like that game at all. It's a retro style, more linear linear first-person shooter, but it's a lot of fun and for free. You should definitely try it out. It's also an older game, so if you have an older PC, chances are you'll be able to run it fine. And again, it's absolutely free. If you don't own the game, why not? Just pick it up. Like I said, link down below in the description box, so definitely check that game out. It's really good. So that wraps up this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you picking up Dishonored 2? What are your thoughts on Metro 2035? And make sure you pick up that free copy of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.